All right, I think we are now live, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are live. Checking to see how this looks. All right, guys, I think we're live. Let me know how everything sounds. Let me know how it looks. I'm just going to give everybody, or I should say, give YouTube a few minutes to get the notifications out to allow people to join into the stream. But if you are in the stream already, definitely let me know in the comments. And I'm just gonna do something really quickly and share this stream out to all the Arcade1Up Facebook groups. So let me do that ever so quickly, but let me know if you can hear me. Let me know
it's everything you wish for. Your site traffic is skyrocketing until
second. Trent Martin, what is going on? Trent, one of my most loyal subscribers, how are you doing today? Let me 1 second, let me just finish doing what I was doing here. And like I said, give YouTube the proper time to send out the notifications. All right. Perfect. Just sending that out. Boom. Okay, we are good. Can you guys hear me? How's everything sounding? Fist bump to you, Trent. So we got, today's the big day. Today is Arcade1Up's big announcement. Nobody knows officially what it's going to be, but we all have our suspicions. You might be able to tell by my thumbnail. I have two suspicions, and that is obviously number one, Mortal Kombat, the deluxe cabinet, if that's what they're calling it. Yes, the deluxe cab. Only because that was kind of announced, but then not shown off at CES. So that's just one guess that I have. But then also probably what it will end up being, and probably everybody's guess, I would say, is going to be the Star Wars cab. I guess the deluxe cab of Star Wars. So that's another good option. And then my thumbnail, I also put Pac-Man in there because it seems like every time that they announce something, it always ends up being Pac-Man some way, somehow. So that was just kind of like a little inside joke that I put in my thumbnail. EPT Cyclone says, what up? What's going on? How is everybody doing today? What are your guesses for Arcade1Up's announcement? What do you guys think it is going to be? Stardust says, I will be surprised if it's not Star Wars Pro. I mean, it's kind of like almost guaranteed that it is, but I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise us. I'm really hoping they surprise us, because if it is Star Wars Deluxe or Pro, whatever series they're going to call it, I'm not too thrilled about it. It's just not my cup of tea. I personally don't enjoy the vector style games like that. It's before my time, so I didn't really grow up with it. I'm more of the, obviously 90s, so I'm not that interested in it, but I know that there are people that are excited for it, and that is great for them. Just for me personally, I'm not all that hype about it, if that's what it does end up being. And I do just kind of want to show off really quickly what the stream is going to look like on my end once we get started. So that's what it's going to look like. So you'll have right there in the top section, that'll be Arcade1Up streaming there. On the right hand side, you're going to have the comment section for Arcade1Up stream. That's not my stream, but that's Arcade1Up stream, just so we can see everything that's happening. And then obviously you can see my face to see my reaction. I will turn my mic off so that we can all just watch it uninterrupted once it starts. But until then, I'm going to bring my face back here and get rid of that stuff there. Okay, cool. So they're supposed to be starting out at 6 o'clock. So we got 30 minutes. This is just kind of like the pre-show talk, hangout, just see how everyone's doing. Throw all the speculations out there to, see what everybody's thinking. You might freak out if it is a Star Wars trilogy. So that is, I don't know if they would be able to pull off the Star Wars trilogy, just because of, I think, how graphically demanding it is. But they were able to pull off Marvel vs. Capcom 2 relatively well. Obviously, they did have some hiccups and stuff there, but it was more so with, not really with the graphic side of things, but just with the gameplay side of things. One thing that I do hope that they announce, just kind of going off, on another subject here, I do hope that they kind of address Marvel vs. Capcom 2. As far as the online, how is that going? Even if it's not ready yet, I just would like for them to announce it in some way, some form. So if you guys are like me and you still want to know what's going on with the online play for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, if this is something you're upset about, make your voice be heard and go into the comments once their stream starts and, comment what's going on with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And, hopefully that, they will address it. And I also do need to turn my volume up when the stream starts. But yeah, hopefully, they'll address it, and we'll see what happens with that. So, it'll be interesting to say the least. I really do hope they address it. It doesn't need to be done. We don't necessarily need to hear that it's done. Although that would be great to hear. But we just want them to address it. Give us an update and stop keeping us in the dark about that situation, because as people who paid our hard-earned $500-$600 for these cabs, we want to know what's going on with the money that we spent for and the features that are missing. Stardust says House of the Dead. So a lot of people are hoping that it is another light gun shooter cabinet like House of the Dead, or Time Crisis is another one I've heard a lot of people clamoring about, but I don't know if it will be. I mean, just judging... See, that's the thing. I'm just going off context clues that we have here, and I talked about this in my last video. Judging by Arcade1Up's thumbnail for their video, which I can pull up here 1 second. Pull that up. Right there. So, yeah, judging by the shape of that cabinet right there in their thumbnail... that looks a lot like the Midway style of cabinet. Now, it could just be like a stock image that they put there, and they just, to throw people off. I don't know. But to me, if we're just judging off context clues, that's why I'm kind of leaning towards something like Mortal Kombat, that wasn't shown off, obviously, yet at CES, because it does have, obviously, that Midway style body. Or also something like maybe a Street Fighter Deluxe cabinet, I'm trying to think what else has that Midway style, or anything else that has that Midway style, something like that. But they, like I said, they could have just took anything and put it there for their thumbnail, maybe to throw people off or whatever. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. There's no clues pointing to House of the Dead. That's just what I'm hoping for. Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of people hoping for, like I said, House of the Dead and Time Crisis. And people want another racing cab like Daytona USA or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't think that either a shooting cab or a racing cab is going to be announced as of yet, at least in this live stream today. I think that's probably going to come down the road at E3 later this summer. But I think this is going to be somewhat of a mild / underwhelming announcement. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. Just because it's like super random, right? Like CES just happened 2 weeks ago at this point, so I don't think like they brought out whatever new stuff that big new stuff that they had at CES. So I don't think the announcement today is going to be anything that mind-blowing. Like I said, it's probably going to be a re-release, like if it is Mortal Kombat or if it is Star Wars. Either way, those are all re-releases. What am I hoping it's going to be? Honestly, I have no idea. And I can't really say I'm hoping for anything. Well, that's a lie. So NFL Blitz, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Tekken 3 are like my top 3 holy grails. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 already came out, and I already have it. I owned it. I bought it day one. NFL Blitz, I still plan to get somewhere down the line, but I'm just kind of holding off on it for right now to try and catch it at a cheaper price, and it's being discounted at a lot of places. I just haven't been able to secure one yet. And I have other obligations that I'd kind of need to stop spending money for. So just priorities right now is the only reason I haven't picked up NFL Blitz. But if I had to say it's one cabinet that I really, really hope it would be, that would be Tekken 3. Hands down, or any form of Tekken, but more specifically Tekken 3, or if it's like themed after like Tekken Tag or something, as long as it has Tekken 3 on that cab, listen, I will flip out in this stream. You guys have no idea. But I honestly don't think it would be Tekken, at least in this announcement. If we do get Tekken, I think it would be on a bigger scale, on something like E3 or, CES already passed, but something like that. I don't think... That is a lie, though, because they did announce Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Well, it was at EVO, but they did it on this platform like this. So, I mean, I guess you can count EVO as kind of like a special event. But, I just think today it's going to be an underwhelming, mild announcement, is my opinion. I hope that I'm proven wrong, but I just think it's not going to be anything that crazy. Crunky says definitely Daytona USA would be great. I know people who love a Street Fighter 3. Yeah, definitely anything Street Fighter really. That's not Street Fighter 2. I love Street Fighter 2, but we've had so many re-releases of that. So anything from the Street Fighter Alpha series as well as Third Strike would be amazing. I think that's really all to cover as far as Street Fighter because we've gotten all the other versions of Street Fighter. There's so many different like versions of Street Fighter Arcade1Up cabs to keep up with. I honestly don't know like the full of what's been released and what hasn't. Prioritizing money for the PSVR 2, huh? No, actually, I'm not. I never got into the PSVR side of things. I do have my Oculus Quest. I have the Oculus Quest 1, not the Quest 2. But yeah, I have things to prioritize for that I'm going to make its own dedicated video at some point in time over probably the weekend, I want to say. But yeah, I do have some big news coming up, some big life-changing news that I just need to prioritize some money for. Take with that what you will, but it'll be announced in the video, like I said, coming up sometime in the next week. Honestly, would want Crazy Taxi. Yeah, that Crazy Taxi is another really, really good one. And we've seen that, you know, with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they are able to emulate that era of graphics. So I don't think that will be out of the realm. It just really comes down to licensing and if they can secure or if they want to secure that license for that particular game. Real Talk in the building. Real Talk, what is up? You have missed my last couple of streams, but it is good to have you here today. Everybody, say what's up to Real Talk. And Real Talk, I need to know from you. The tables have turned. I need to know from you. Is this going to be a Real Talk or Fake Talk announcement today by Arcade1Up? That's what I want to know. And it looks like we got about 20 minutes till the announcement officially starts. So it's going to be very, very exciting. I cannot wait. I'll probably throw up Arcade1Up's screen, I don't know, like 5 minutes before it starts just so we can make sure everything's looking good and sounding good. Take a sip of water here. I'm busy. Stardust says cool. So does anybody else have any guesses or ideas to what they think the announcement's going to be today? Obviously, we heard Star Wars, and we hope that it's Star Wars Trilogy, House of the Dead, Daytona USA. Anybody got any other guesses to what it may be? Or I also want to know, what are your dream cabs that haven't been released or announced yet? That's what I want to know, because we've seen, if you really think about all the way back to the beginning of Arcade1Up, which was, what, 2018, if I'm not mistaken, we've had quite a few games come out. Street Fighter, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Galaga, Final Fight, Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, just Golden Tee. You really think about all the different like licenses and arcade games that we have in our home. It's really crazy to think that, like, if you just take a second to sit back and really think about Arcade1Up and what they've done in the arcade space, like 5-6 years ago, however long it's been, you know, nobody would have ever thought that we'd have all these replica arcades in our homes, you know, for $300. Well, when they came out initially, $300, and like, forget about how you feel about Arcade1Up as of late and how they've handled things and what they've done and blah blah blah. Just sit back and really think about what Arcade1Up has been able to do and is going to continue doing. It's actually really, really amazing, and they should be applauded. And they kind of opened up the gateway for all these other companies to come out and make their own replica arcades. And you know, you got like the II arcades and the AT Games version that I heard is phenomenal, the Legends cab. So yeah, Arcade1Up really opened up the door for arcade enthusiasts. And I've never been a big arcade enthusiast. I'm just a video game fan. And I grew up kind of at the tail end of when arcades were phasing out already. So I didn't have the experiences of the arcade. So I've never been like an arcade purist by any stretch of the imagination. To be honest, I've learned a lot about arcades by the Arcade1Up community and doing Arcade1Up videos through the years. So in that aspect, like, Arcade1Up coming out actually made me learn more about arcades, which is pretty interesting. Real Talk, Primal Rage Talk. I don't think we're going to see Primal Rage. I I don't think so. It would be cool, but I don't think so. Track and field would be cool. I've seen a lot of people kind of showing love and requesting not Primal Rage, track and field. So I guess that game has a pretty big following. It's not something I've ever personally played, but I have seen a lot of people clamoring about it. You want to see Capcom versus SNK? I would love to see that. All of Capcom, their fighting series, the crossover series between obviously Street Fighter, X-Men, and obviously versus SNK are some of the best fighting games of all time, and it's just really amazing seeing these like Avengers style team ups, or not team ups, but face offs and battles in these games. It's just really really cool to see. You think it might be Qbert or Donkey Kong? I've seen a lot of people wanting Qbert as well. I think I'll say that we have a better chance of it being Qbert than Donkey Kong, because I just don't think Nintendo is going to be licensing out Donkey Kong or any of their IPs for that matter, just because of how stingy Nintendo really is. But that's just my guess. 720 and Spy Hunter would be cool, but will never happen. My guess is another Star Wars cab. Yep, that's a pretty accurate guess right there. You don't love the recent prices, though. I can agree. I will say that the prices are a little bit out of my price range. I dropped the money on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 because that was a day one purchase must-have for me, and I'm glad that I did it because they haven't really restocked. I think they might have restocked recently, but Walmart was charging, like, kind of upcharging it, which was a little weird. But yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, if you didn't get it on the initial wave, yeah, they've been very, very hard to find and to come by. But that being said, I got as many discounts on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as I possibly could. I think I had like a 20% off video games coupon from Target. I had my employee discount. I had my Target Red Card. So all in all, for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I want to say I paid somewhere around like $400, $450, something like that. So yeah, the prices do suck, but I will kind of applaud them and say with the deluxe cabinets, them keeping it at $500 or under $500 actually isn't too bad. I mean, granted, it's not the $300 that, the Gen 1 and Gen 2 of cabinets had, but these cabinets are also more improved and things have become more expensive, inflation, since 2018. So when you kind of do the math and look at it from that aspect, $500 makes sense, but I completely understand $500 is a lot of money, and I'm not buying any of these cabinets unless I can find them on a sale or some sort of discount. That's, why I haven't bought NFL Blitz yet. You hear that Capcom and SNK are in good terms right now, and that will be Arcade1Up's golden opportunity to make a Capcom versus SNK happen. Hey, I really do hope that happens. I don't think that I would pick it up, not because I don't want to, just because I'm limited. I need to prioritize the money I'm spending, and I'm also limited on space. I had to get rid of my Marvel Superheroes cab in this room to fit my Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cab. I mean, I probably could have rearrange the whole room to make all the cabs fit, but it also made no sense keeping the Marvel Superheroes cabinet because all those games, excluding Punisher, are on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cab already. So I ended up giving my brother my Marvel Superheroes cabinet, so if I ever do want to go play Punisher, I can just go over to his house and play it. Even though it's not arcade, give us an EA Sports Big cab. Man, that would be awesome. EA Sports Big, I don't think that gets talked about enough. That era of EA Sports Big, from having the NFL Blitz, or not NFL Blitz, NFL Street Series, the NBA Street Series, the Def Jam Vendetta series, the SSX series. EA Sports Big was what they did in the mid 2000s was honestly absolutely crazy when you really sit back and think about it. And till this day, we have not seen anything like that, which is very, very disappointing, because those were some of the best games of all time. NFL Street 2, one of my favorite games of all time. Def Jam Vendetta and Def Jam Fights for New York, some of my favorite games of all time. So, man, EA Sports Big, man. The games that they made was absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just... 1 second, just checking my notifications here and also getting ready. So the stream's going to start in about 12 minutes for Arcade1Up. So in about, I'd say, 5 minutes, I'm going to put their stream on the screen and we'll all get started and situated. I am going to mute my microphone once it starts, but I will leave my face on the screen just so you guys can see my reaction. And we will, obviously, after their stream is done, we will talk about it. So make sure you guys stay tuned here for the after party, or if you decide to go over to Arcade1Up stream, make sure you come back over to this stream for the official after party as well, so we can talk, give our thoughts and opinions, and hopefully their stream isn't too long because I did just get home from work, so I am exhausted. I've had a very, very long week. Like this last week has been crazy, but we're not here for that. So yeah, so we'll see what happens, but either way, after party here after their stream. You would love to see a 4-player Sega Spider-Man cabinet. We already got Data East Captain America Avengers and Konami X-Men, as well as Capcom's Punisher. Give us Sega Spider-Man. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that. It really all comes down to Disney and if they want to license out those games. WrestleMania or Mortal Kombat 4 would be dope. I personally would rather see WrestleMania than Mortal Kombat 4. I just think WrestleMania is such a great game. The graphics are phenomenal, and it's just a classic arcade game. Not that Mortal Kombat 4 isn't good, but if I had to choose between the two, I personally would rather see WrestleMania for sure. Oh, man. Okay, so I just realized I'm running low on water, so give me like 1 minute. I'm gonna go grab me another bottle of water, and I'll be right back because I want to do that before the Arcade1Up stream starts. So give me 1 second. Yeah, I'll tell you later. I'm in the middle of something. Okay. I'm back. Hopefully that wasn't too long. But I am back. All right. So, let's get Arcade1Up up on the screen. So, let's open that up. And open that up. All right. So, we got Arcade1Up on the screen. I'm just going to adjust my camera so you can see me. So, just to recap, on the right hand side over here, this is Arcade1Up's chat on their live stream. That's not my chat, that's Arcade1Up's chat. And then right above me right here, that's Arcade1Up's live stream. So whenever it gets started, we will see. And I just want to make sure all the audio is good. Browser 2. Yeah, I believe all the audio should be good. We'll see when it starts. Definitely, guys, let me know as soon as it starts how the audio looks, how it sounds. I just want to make sure everybody can hear everything. Everyone loves Blitz. I loved High Impact Football. I don't know. Blitz is just such a classic to me. And I'm not even like the biggest football fan. I actually prefer NBA. I prefer basketball in real life over football. But when it comes down to like NBA Jam or NFL Blitz, I don't know why. I've always just preferred NFL Blitz. If they announce anything other than Star Wars, you would be surprised. Yeah, so, I mean, everyone's pretty much, like, assuming it's going to be Star Wars, right? But I hope it's not, just for the sake of, like, we want to be surprised. Like, they're making a big deal about this, live stream and everything that, I don't know, it would just be very, like, anticlimactic if, let me just fix the screen a little bit. But, yeah, it would be very anticlimactic if it's, that's the best we're gonna get. It'll just be like this until the stream is over, and you guys don't even care about seeing my face. It's all about what Arcade1Up is doing. What was I saying? Yeah, it would be very anticlimactic if it is Star Wars. I think it would just be nice to have like a big surprise. You would love to see Arcade1Up give us Putt Championship Edition giveaway. Give us a way to play some virtual mini golf at home. So, I mean. The closest we have to that is Golden Tee, and I think Golden Tee, I know it's like more traditional golf and not mini golf, but I think that is like the only version, I guess, of like golfing that we're going to see, and that's kind of like the gold standard for like arcade golf games, I think. So we'll have to wait and see. We got 6 more minutes till they start, so very, very exciting. Cannot wait. I also just want to check their website as well. Give me 1 second. I just like to refresh their website because they have a habit of whatever they announce in the stream, they always put it on their website during the stream. So I just wanted to see if it was up here early, but I'm not seeing anything yet. Just seeing NFL Blitz and Killer Instinct on their homepage. So, oh man, we got, yeah, still 6 more minutes. But this is gonna be exciting for sure. So, get my cold water instead. Oh, that is much better. So my voice is probably like shot because I've been watching my brother's brand new puppy the last couple days, and I've just been like yelling at him nonstop. So, Red Sea Gaming says the name of the show is next products release, not new product release. Only thing I think that may be different is they announce a deluxe Star Wars cab. Yeah, so my initial guesses, I said this earlier, but if you guys weren't here before, my 2 initial guesses are Mortal Kombat, the deluxe version of Mortal Kombat, only because it was like leaked and then put on their website but not shown off at CES, so they didn't even really like mention it at all. And then if you look at the artwork for their thumbnail, you can see that it's like that midway style of shape of cabinet. Not that that means anything, but that's what you have there. And then my second guess would be Star Wars. They're kind of like tied. It's either going to be Mortal Kombat or Star Wars, I think. And Star Wars, obviously, from all the leaks we've had from people finding out that they've come into through customs at the port, and they're now like shipping over here locally. And we've seen a couple like leaked images as well of Star Wars, I believe. So that's why it leads me to believe it's Star Wars, and it would just be hilarious if it ends up being another version of Pac-Man Deluxe Super Pro Definitive Legacy Edition Pac-Man, whatever they're gonna call it now. It just seems like every time we get some sort of release, with every new wave of cabinets comes a new Pac-Man machine. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately. They said new product, so hopefully it's new title. See, that's the thing. They can say new product, but it could still be an old title. It could be a new version of an old title, which we would be seeing if it is Star Wars. It would be a new version of Star Wars. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. We got 4 more minutes. I'm excited, but I'm also like kind of not excited. Like, I'm excited to see what it is, but I also just have this feeling that it's going to be just a little bit of an underwhelming announcement. So, I don't know, but we'll see here shortly. And just judging off of that picture in their thumbnail as well, it also looks like a deluxe cabinet. You can just see the bottom half underneath the control deck section does look a lot longer than your traditional cabinet. Or it could just be my eyes playing tricks on me. Who knows? Who knows? I just want to see what people are saying in Arcade1Up's comment section as well. Giveaway. Hopefully we can pre-order tonight. A lot of people are putting hashtag giveaway. Now, I know that they are doing a giveaway at some point in time in the stream. Let me just check my phone and see if they've told people to do hashtag giveaway. No, I haven't got any notifications from Arcade1Up's social media account. So I guess everyone's just preparing because in the last live stream that Arcade1Up did like this, they did the same thing where they said put hashtag giveaway. And if you guys are trying to enter a giveaway for Arcade1Up or anything that they say in the stream, make sure you guys go over to Arcade1Up stream directly, not my stream. Do not comment at my stream. You have to comment in Arcade1Up stream. So that is just very important. I don't want anyone to get confused. And just to avoid any confusion, I'm going to drop Arcade1Up stream right now in the comments. So if you guys want to get over there, but we are a minute and a half away, and I'm going to put the link here. This is Arcade1Up stream here. Open it in a new tab. Do whatever you guys want. But that is Arcade1Up stream. So if you do want to comment on their video directly, that their video is separate from mine. So I just don't want anyone to get confused. Michael B knows what it is, and he said, "Don't get your hopes up." That is pretty much Star Wars. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I think we all pretty much know what it is, but we will officially find out here in the next minute and a half. Where are we at? Let me see here. Oh shoot! Hold on. We got a problem. I just did something. Okay. Are we back? I hope we're back. Give me a second, guys. Are we back? Are we back? All right. Sorry about that. We hopefully the stream is still here. We are back. I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, we're back. So it looks like we're just waiting on Arcade1Up. So I'm going to. Can you guys still see me? I just want to make sure we're still live. But I'm going to mute my microphone now. And wait for Arcade1Up. So mute my mic. Okay, I'm gonna unmute my mic for now. I'm sitting here like still talking to you guys, and my mic was muted. But Arcade1Up has a habit of running a little bit late, so we'll see what happens. But hopefully you guys can still see me. All good. Okay, cool. So
New Year.
oh
Yeah, Happy New Year to all of you. It's been a great year 2022 and now we're in 2023. New year, new me, new all of us. How's everyone?
Good. What is one of your New Year's resolutions for this year?
New Year's resolution, maybe travel a bit more. I miss traveling. I just came back from Japan and I just kind of want to travel more. How about you?
I love that. Trying to read more. I did something this month where I didn't purchase anything like clothes or shoes, but I had to then purchase something this weekend. So I kind of failed, but just trying to do it all. What about you, Nick?
My goals for this year is all working out, eating right, being healthy, feeling good.
All positive things. Okay, well, hello, Arcade1Up fans. Hello, community. We hope you all had a wonderful holiday for whichever holiday you celebrate. And also, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we're excited for what's to go on today. So just to kind of line up the day, we're here. Number one biggest thing is product announcement. So we're going to come at you with that shortly. Number two, we have some community initiatives with some people that are in the background right now that just kind of lining up some cool things that we're doing within the arcade community. And then number three, we got a giveaway. So I'm going to throw it over to my girl, Nicole, who I think most of you know, but if not, Nicole is a rockstar marketer at Arcade1Up. We work very closely together. And she's going to tell you how you could win some really cool shit stuff.
Yes, shit stuff. So 2 steps to enter. First, you must be subscribed to our YouTube channel. Do it right now because it takes a minute for you to be able to chat. Then you're going to go into the chat, hashtag giveaway.
Hashtag.
Guys,
I already did it.
I did it too, obviously.
I have it on my my fake YouTube, so I might win.
Yeah, I answered like 6 times.
Yeah, we love that. Okay, so hashtag giveaway, you're going to win something cool. That is kind of the things that you guys need to follow us. But again, to Nicole's point, make sure you hit that subscribe, okay? Hit that subscribe right now. Okay, so product announcement. So let's roll it. 2019, some of you got a Star Wars Anniversary Edition cab, but not all of you did. So we are back, and we are back big with it.
Yeah, it's the 40th anniversary edition, and I mean, look at that. You already have the same Gen 3 monitor using the OG cabinet. It has the high brightness and contrast, deep black, vibrant colors, and the great viewing angles when playing, and especially you guys love. Also, the controller, the flight yoke, it's recreated from the original yoke that gives the machine the most authentic gameplay experience as possible. And look at the art right there. The art is just amazing. You have Darth Vader, the X-Wing Starfighter, the Imperial TIE Fighter there. It's just beautiful to have in the background, of course, right? And then we also have the lit coin door, which just makes it the arcade accurate experience. And I think the best part about that is it's like, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you already know what these games are about, right? You already know Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. It has Star Wars has like that, first person perspective where you're a ship and you're trying to destroy the Death Star, just like the movie Empire Strikes Back. it's very chaotic. Like I was just playing it and recently, and it was just so chaotic. It's so hard to just kind of like fight back, and you fight against, you know, the famous robots like the all-terrain scout transport and the Return of the Jedi. It's a very different game from a third-person view, and it obviously has stages where you are either controlling the Millennium Falcon, the speeder bike, and also the Imperial Walker.
Can we take one more look at that artwork? Like it is sexy.
Sexy.
How are we feeling?
It is very sexy for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
daddy.
Yeah, I just kind of love Star Wars. I mean, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like I started obviously growing up with episode 4, 5, 6, then obviously 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So you know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
We love that. And just to confirm, Jaywong, how did you watch the Star Wars?
Oh, I mean, growing up, 4, 5, 6. It's just you know, I'm old. I'm 37, so I had no choice but to watch 4, 5, 6 before 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you had to. Okay. Well, yes. Okay. So I don't know if we said this already, but we are live on arcade1up.com. So head over there, pick up your cabinet. I saw some comments like it's not a new product release. You're right, fans. It's not new, but we're bringing back something that we know you love. So give us a little love. Like, could we get
improvements?
Yeah, improvements. Could we get some hearts? Could we get some likes? Could we get like an F in the chat?
Yeah.
Don't forget that giveaway. Hashtag giveaway.
Hashtag giveaway. And so again, like, hey everyone, this is John D. And so happy to be here with all of you guys. And here's a live look of the Star Wars 40th anniversary edition. As you can see, the artwork goes seamlessly from the panel down the way to the riser. The price is $599.99, and it's going to be exclusive in US and Canada at limited quantities, exclusively at our website, arcade1up.com, as well as shophippo.com. So make sure you head out to our product page and order, because you know, we brought this back because a lot of people have been asking us to bring probably one of our best created cabinets available, and with some minor cool touches like the coin door and the artwork. So make sure you go ahead and over to our site. Now I kind of want to segue to some of the community initiatives that we have. So our goal this year is to have improved communication with our community. That means better communication as well as more frequent communication. And I'd like to introduce someone in our community who's going to help us out with these initiatives. Let's bring out Travis MCP. What's up, Travis?
What's going on, everyone? I know for the people that miss Star Wars, this is an exciting day. Be hyped for the people in our community that never got a chance at one of the best arcades that has ever come out from Arcade1Up. But for me, my name's Travis MCP. I've been a YouTube creator since 2018. I've been an arcade lover forever. I worked at 2 of the largest arcades in Seattle growing up. I love arcades, and I'm super excited to be a part of this program, because the one thing that I think as a person who buys Arcade1Ups that I've always thought was kind of the weak point was the community engagement and the questions that are left unanswered. And I want the answers to these things. So that's why I'm here. John and I talked, and I said, listen, I'm only interested in the facts. If I'm going to be a part of this, I just want facts. I don't want spin. I want to know the truth. And here we are.
No, sounds good, man. And then so, you know, why don't you give us some cool community announcements that's going to happen very soon?
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, because there's a new show coming called the Arcade1 Update. That is where the answers to the questions that you literally are typing in chat right now will hopefully be completely answered, including questions about games that have already been released, questions about updates, questions about things that maybe aren't online yet. All the questions you could possibly ask, I'm going to try to get answers for on that show, because it's a community-based show. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait. Myself and David McIntosh from Arcade1Up are going to look at the questions and try to get you answers, because the community deserves it.
Right. And so Travis here is going to be basically our official community brand ambassador that will help us get feedback from the community for some of our initiatives. And so we're really excited to have him work with us, to basically improve our communications. And again, so Travis, how often do you want this Arcade1Up update show happen.
I mean,
so
as frequent as you want it, but I think we're aiming for once a month. Again, there's questions that come up all the time. And as a matter of fact, John, there's questions about what you're doing right now. Like if this was my show right now, what I would do is I'd be like, John D, you release Star Wars. You say it's limited quantities, but that doesn't tell me anything. So I'm going to need you to get real with me and tell me how many are we going to be able to buy? How many are being made?
Okay, so there's a total of 3,500 units that are being manufactured for U.S. and Canada. And so the first, I guess, 308 units that people ordered today, that'll be actually shipping this week right away. And then the remaining of that, so we'll have about 400 going to be available for Arcade1Up.com. The remainder after 308, so 100 or so will be available probably a couple weeks from now. Also, ShopHippo.com has total units of 3,000 that they're going to sell exclusively at their website. So go ahead and check out, our page. So for the link to that ShopHippo link, and that they have 3,000 that should be available probably in about 3 weeks or middle of February. And then there will be, maybe a small quantity yet to be determined for a Valentine's Day special around, of course, on Valentine's Day, of course. And then another, say, 150 units so of the original cabinet that's going to be sold either on our website or another site. So that's all the information that we have. Go ahead and visit our site. Again, the first 308 people who order, that's going to be shipping this week. So how's that for transparency, Travis?
Finally, that's all we've ever wanted, John. I'm so glad that you were able to give that to us. I'm super excited, and it looks like if you want them to, they're shipping like this week, right?
Yep, the first 308 people who order, they're going to be shipping this week as soon as within a day or two.
So right now, you can go on the website, order it, and get it shipped. That's amazing.
That's correct. That's all part of our initiative to, announce product closer to when they're available. So,
there's one other thing about the community that I think that you are really excited about. For the first time ever, it's been a long time coming. Arcade1Up's going to be on Facebook. There is a Facebook group that is now official for the Facebook fan page. It is run by the amazing, incredible Lewis Chambers, an incredible guy in the community. And this is going to be a place where you're going to be able to go and talk to and interact with actual Arcade1Up employees. There's polls, surveys. They're really going to be watching this page to find out what you guys and gals really want.
Sounds good, man. And so, that's, again, a part of our initiatives to be more transparent, to have better communication, and thanks for bearing with us. Let's bring out the crew back into the show. What's up, everybody?
What is up? Hey. Welcome to the team, Travis.
That's right. Let's get it, baby.
Welcome. Okay, but also insider information right now, 170 units left. Okay, that is not a lot. So head over to Arcade1Up right now. Get that right now. We just hit our email blast. People are coming in hot. So if you want it, you got to get after it.
Awesome. So make sure you order now. And also, Nicole, let's talk about what we're giving away.
So today's lucky winner is getting the special Star Wars 40th Anniversary Edition. And without further ado, let's hit it and find out who won.
It's going to be me, bro. I entered already.
You have to be Jay Wong and NBC2 to get it, though.
Okay, let's see who it is. John D.
Oh, my God. I don't even see my name yet.
I recognize some of these names.
Oh, I know him. That's my homie, Mr. Keeper. Let's go. Yeah, Mr. Keeper's from the fighting community, and he loves the Arcade1Up stuff. He always talks about me about him playing Arcade1Up online and everything like that. So it's really cool. I know him personally.
Mr. Keebler, congrats. Well, you know what to do. Hit us up on IG. We have your handle, but hit us. Make sure you get in touch with us. Because you want that free cab, my guy. Thank you for Thank you everyone for subscribing. We had some really great growth, so we appreciate you. I don't even know if we said thank you yet for being such great fans, for tuning into our shows, for sticking by our sides, through some rough times. And, as John D and Travis MCP mentioned, we are here, and we're standing by our word this year. So thank you to everyone. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I saw Ralphie. I saw UAG. Who else, John? Did you see anyone? Any shout outs on your end?
Oh man, I saw a lot of people. I saw Zohar up in there. I saw Nightingale Hawk. Sorry for your loss with the Cowboys last night. That's all good. But anyways, thank you for joining the show. We will have an after show at Console Kits' channel, where Travis will join him and answer a little bit more questions that haven't been answered here today. But again, we thank you so much. Happy New Year, and everyone, be good to each other. Peace out, everybody. Come here!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So, how is everybody feeling? That's what I want to know first and foremost. How is everybody feeling off of that announcement? Waste of time, definitely. The giveaway was rigged. Hold on one second. All right, so waste of time. The giveaway was rigged. So I wrote down a couple points that I did want to talk about. I want to start with the actual cabinet itself. Yeah, very underwhelming. I mean, we all kind of figured it was already going to be Star Wars, so that's nothing new there. But I will say I really, really love the design of that cab. I'm going to see if I can bring it up on screen for you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me see if this works. Hold on. Let me try this and try this and see how that looks. So can you guys see what I'm seeing? Do you see the Arcade1Up homepage? I just want to make sure you guys can all see that. And I'm just going to pull it up on my end just to be sure. But I really love the design of this cabinet. Like, that artwork, there is no denying how beautiful that artwork is. Just that the contrast of the deep black in the background with the blues, and then you have the X-Wing just in that bright white with the Death Star in the back. I really think this is a nice looking cab. And hold on, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see if I can get the right aspect ratio for you guys. But yeah, so I mean, this is a beautiful looking cabinet. Now, I'm not excited for this cabinet, but for everybody who is, I am happy for you guys. Myself personally, I am not by any stretch of the imagination, but I will say that the artwork is phenomenal. I really do love this artwork. But it's not going to be anything different from anything we've heard before. So I'm going to turn my display capture off and come back here. So how else are we feeling about this? Looks cool, but no one is going to go crazy for it. You own the original Star Wars cab with the seam riser. Does this devalue your cabinet? In a sense, yes, it does, but also no, it doesn't. Because this new version is a standing up version. Your other one, at least you have that sitting down aspect of it. So if somebody actually really does want that sitting down version, then they have that. So I wouldn't say it necessarily devalues your cabinet. Hold on, I want to make sure we're all good here on the stream. Okay, yeah, I was seeing some weird stuff on my end. So yeah, it doesn't devalue your cab per se, but it does make your cabinet a little bit less valuable than it would have been before this cabinet came out. But because you still have that older version that is the sitting down version, I think you have a little bit of a benefit there, because maybe not everyone's going to want to play standing up. Our GT85 has made it very adamant and clear that he does not like playing cab standing up, and he prefers to sit down. So hey, so that was one point that I did want to talk about is, I'm not excited for the cab, but I really do love the artwork and design on it. What I am actually more excited for, I'm just looking at my notes here, is their new Arcade1Up community initiative. I am actually really excited for that, and it is long overdue. This is something that they should have been doing a long time ago. Arcade1Up has never been good at communicating with the community, talking about issues. When things get tough, they kind of run away and hide until like people forget about it, I guess. So I do like this new initiative that they're coming with. I forget the guy's name that was going to be in charge of the One Update show, the Arcade1 Update. I've never heard of him personally, but he seems like he'll be doing a decent job on the show. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see. Let me know if you guys want to see like live streams of that show, like we're doing here, but reacting to that show whenever it does happen. If that's something you guys want to see, we can do that on here. But I am really excited that they are taking that step now to be more engaged with the community, to keep us updated. I am a little upset that they didn't address Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in the stream today, but they are going to address it, presumably, in that brand new show that they are going to be doing. So I am very happy about that. Now, what I'm not happy about is the new Facebook group that they made. And there's a lot of drama and behind-the-scenes stuff that I can't really go into. But the official, or I guess what used to be the official Arcade1Up Facebook group that has been around since the inception of Arcade1Up back in 2018, that was the official group for years, and that was run by Glenn from Glenn's Retro Show. Glenn and Arcade1Up got into some disagreements, I guess, and Glenn sort of disassociated himself with Arcade1Up as far as making that page the official page. So I am sad to see that now Arcade1Up is kind of creating their own page to kind of mimic what Glenn's page was. Like I said, there's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff can't really talk about here in the stream, but that part does suck. I don't like the division we're seeing now. We're gonna have multiple Arcade1Up like official and unofficial pages. Me personally, I'm still sticking to the OG page. Glenn is a good friend of mine. I'll probably still check out Arcade1Up's new page, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Can I put my arm? Can you put your arm on my shoulder? Sure. Left shoulder, right shoulder. I don't know. So, those are all the final like takeaways and thoughts I had from this. I'm not excited about this Star Wars cab. It was predictable, but I do really like the artwork on it, and I am not. I do really like the initiative that they're doing now. I'm a really big fan of that. It's long overdue, and I'm not happy that they are creating a brand new Facebook page. So I think that's gonna do it for me. Like they said, they have an official after party on Console Kids' channel. So if you guys want to go check that out, I would stay on here longer. I've just pressed for time. Had a very long day. Just came home from work to do this stream. So thank you everybody. Again, I say this every stream. Thank you guys for coming out, spending the last, what has it been, like hour and a half with me. It's very, very appreciative. No, it hasn't even been an hour and a half. It's only been an hour. That's crazy. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate all. At one point we had like 50 people in here, which might be like a record high for me now. I don't know. I don't stream all that often, but thank you for everybody who came in. If you watched the whole time, if you watched a minute, 2 minutes, whatever, I appreciate you guys. And that's gonna do it for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, reaction, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you guys like and comment. You would have to be subscribed already in order to comment on this stream. So if you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, because we got plenty of Arcade1Up content coming, as well as all the stuff you see behind me here and all the stuff that you don't see behind the camera. If you want to check out my room tour, if you're new here to see what the channel's about, be sure you guys do that. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. As always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.